In previous videos, we have looked at specific blocks that you can use to make your robot move. In this video, we will take a more in-depth look at the VEX IQ programming interface. I am using the web-based version of the VEX IQ software. Other software versions should be similar. Remember that the software that I am using may look different from yours. If you've ever used Scratch-based programming before, the interface will look very familiar. At the top of the screen in the blue bar, there is a File menu, which lists the various file operations. Next to the File menu is the Tutorials, which provides short videos on how to use the software. You have your Undo and Redo buttons, and then the Slot menu. Remember, the second-gen VEX IQ Brain has 8 slots to store programs. The name of the program is listed in the middle. Moving to the right side, you can see icons for the controller and the brain. Use these icons to pair or see the status. Next, we have the Download, Start, and Stop buttons. The light blue bar above the programming canvas holds 4 buttons, from left to right: a Code Viewer, Device Manager, a Print Console, and the Help. The Help is particularly handy. When you click on it, you will be prompted to click a block for help with that block. The bottom right features zoom options to allow us to zoom in and out or to center the view. Now that we've seen all the icons around it, let's look at the programming canvas itself. The far left side of the programming canvas is called the block palette. Like the name implies, this is where all your programming blocks live. The blank white space is the programming area. This is where you will drop blocks to create your programs. Let's explore the block palette area. All of the available blocks are categorized and color-coded. Beginning at the top, Drivetrain blocks have all the blocks necessary to move your robot. Remember, if you don't see the Drivetrain blocks, be sure that you have added a drivetrain to your project. Looks blocks enables you to use a number of display features, including printing on the display, drawing, and more. Sound blocks enable you to play sounds from the brain. Event blocks have a mix of hat blocks and other event blocks. Hat blocks are always the first block in a programming stack, and other blocks can only be attached under them. Hat blocks are necessary to start a programming stack and will be triggered when a specified event occurs. The Control Blocks category contains all of the blocks that can modify the linear flow of block execution, such as wait until structures, loops, and conditions. Sensing blocks receive information from the sensors, for example, the optical sensor, distance sensor, bumper, and touch LED. Operator blocks perform all of the mathematical operations that can be done using numerical values. The Variable Blocks category contains all of the blocks linked to variables and lists or arrays. My Blocks is where custom-defined blocks are stored. Finally, Comments allow you to make comments on your program for documentation purposes. The VEX IQ software may be intimidating at first glance, but now that you have seen the layout and where to find things, you should feel comfortable to explore programming. If you ever get stuck, just click the Help and choose a block, or watch a tutorial.